This is gonna be where the intro is. Okay.
Now write your name.
This is the Eggheads podcast. I'm Willard, and this is
Landon.
and that is
Conley.
Beautiful, and we're doing part 2 of the conspiracy theory tier list.
Yay.
As always, I have or not as always, but this time around, I have no idea what is going to be put in my eyeballs.
It's part 2 of the last one. So
These
we
two
are
do
we are
know.
explaining this tier list of conspiracy theories, and then Willard is going to rank them from most compelling or funny to least interesting or funny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's do it. Conley, you want to get the first one?
This is the one with the thing.
Oh
Isn't
yeah.
it? You should do it.
I did most of the research for this one because Conley didn't help me. So this one's called Elders of Hibernia,
Okay.
and I couldn't find basically anything about it other than one image on ifunny.com.
Oh my god. Dude.
The Hibernian Conspiracy. The Protocols of the Druidic Elders of Hibernia. Okay, so last episode, if you need to go listen to the last episode, but last episode we talked about the Grove Club,
Yes.
and it's mentioned in this little paper right here. Can I zoom in? That's too much. It mentions right here, and it talks about the club's constituents like Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, George Bush Sr., Jr., and Bill Clinton, all Irish. That's the thing with this one. It's all Irish people. List of U.S. presidents with Irish blood. Are you asking questions yet?
Wow, it is quite frankly insane that a country that it was once a colony of England has a lot of Irish blood in it, isn't it? That's not a conspiracy theory. That's just like a misunderstanding of like how our country came to be. I think that's really unbelievably dumb. I'm gonna put that in F tier.
F tier, okay. That's really, honestly, the only thing I could find about that one. So we're putting this funny-looking guy in F tier.
That's gentleman. Yeah.
All right. Next, Conley, I'll let you handle this one.
Next one is easy. This is more anti-Semitism. This is Elders of Zion, a fabricated, largely plagiarized text called the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, originating in the Imperial Russia in 1903, helped popularize the belief in an international Jewish conspiracy.
Wow. I'm not gonna touch that one. Let's just put it in there.
Okay.
Actually, though, while I was doing research, there was a lack, surprisingly, of racism or anti-Semitism
Wow.
and homophobia. So this
Interesting.
list isn't as big as I thought it would be.
Interesting.
All right. I will handle this next one. This one, we're taking a tonal shift right now. This next one is about, you probably heard about this one, but this
Probably.
one's about Elisa Lam.
I don't actually know this one.
You might start to recognize some of the details.
Okay.
Elisa Lam was found dead on February 19th, 2013, floating naked in the water supply of the hotel that she was staying at, the Cecil Hotel. The last known footage of her, which I will play before her death, was taken by a security camera in an elevator inside the hotel, where she was acting panicked and paranoid. So we will watch that
Yeah,
now.
okay, I actually do know this one. This is, yes.
I'm just going to watch a short clip of it. And this is the last known footage taken of her before she was discovered almost like a month later.
I think I've only seen screenshots from the video. I don't think I've ever actually seen like the video itself. Maybe once when I was watching like a Chills video or something, I don't know.
Yeah, her body was only discovered because guests at the hotel started to complain about murky watercolor.
Huh. Yeah, and then, you know what? That one is really interesting. Like, I don't know if there's been like if there has been like any like updates on that case, but I'll put it in S tier just because
S
like
tier.
S
All
tier,
right.
okay.
Yes.
I've got a few more details about it I'll go over.
spooky little story there.
Elisa suffered from bipolar disorder, and autopsy showed that she hadn't been taking the full dosage of her medicine. Certain details still remain a mystery, like how she was able to get up onto the locked roof and into the water supply.
Right.
there are some people that say she jumped in, and there are others that say like someone at the hotel who murdered her. But I couldn't find, and I also don't want to talk much about the conspiracies that have to do with the people staying at the hotel, because I know that in like a few documentaries that were made about the case, one of them like ruined the life of some tattoo artist that was staying there.
Oh.
Because they made it look really suspicious on him.
Oh no.
Sort of similar to what Reddit did with the Boston bomber, I think.
Yeah, it was.
We did it, Reddit.
We did it, Reddit.
They did it, Reddit.
All right. Conley's got the next conspiracy.
Enron still exists. This is one that I am tangentially interested in due to the fact that the person who did the breaking down of Enron also did the breaking down of Sam Bankman-Fried's debacle. And I was really interested in that for a while. But the conspiracy theory goes, the Enron Corporation was an American energy company based in Houston, Texas. They were involved in an accounting scandal, and when news about fraud within the company went public in 2001, the company declared bankruptcy. Ken Lay, the former CEO of Enron, died of a heart attack in 2006 at the age of 64. From what I can find, it looks like the theory aspect is that some people believe that Len K, possibly using powerful friends, faked his death to escape what could have been a heavy prison sentence after his company's scandal.
Len K.
Well, I mean, it's your run-of-the-mill person fakes death to get out of consequence. C tier. It's kind of interesting.
C tier. Okay.
It's not like a bad conspiracy theory. It's just one that I don't.
It's just not a
care about.
totally unique concept.
No.
Okay. Actually, what I realized while I was researching is this whole the whole tier list just goes in alphabetical order.
Oh.
I don't know how we didn't realize that last time.
I don't know.
Anyway, now we have our first of two similar theories. This one is Epstein alive.
Okay.
And from what I can tell, everything I'd find, this is more of just like a meme than an actual believed theory. But it more just consists of like people finding random footage through like security or CCTV cameras on the internet and going, "Hey, that guy looks like Epstein."
I've fallen victim to that before. Like like in our hometown, I went to like I don't even remember where I went. I think I went to Walmart or something, and I saw a dude who looked a lot like Epstein. And I was like, "Holy shit,
He's still alive."
He's still alive. I mean, yeah, it's funny. Put an S tier.
Sweet.
Okay. The next one is Epstein Connections, which is fairly self-explanatory. It's just, everybody and their mom has gone to Epstein Island to diddle little kids, pretty much. Everybody in power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one mostly consists of like rumors about who could be on the rumored Epstein flight logs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another S tier for me. It's one of those really popular ones. It's like it's popular for a reason. It's like it's a fun little it's like Smash Brothers character reveals. It's like who was on Epstein's Island next?
Celebrity roulette of who's gonna be on the Epstein flight logs.
And the one immediately after Epstein Connections is all of UFOs.
It's just UFOs.
UFOs. I mean, it's classic S tier.
S tier.
A lot of S tiers.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Conley, I think I'm gonna swap where I'm sitting with you so I can more easily pivot the mouse pad.
Okay.
We're getting a little swapping action going on right now.
All right. Okay.
I don't know if this has
Here we go.
stereo audio, but I might be in your left ear now.
I might be in your right ear this entire time.
I might be in your sensor ear now.
Your third ear.
Oh my god.
That's a conspiracy theory that needs to be on this tier list.
Oh my god.
Third
ear
ear.
conspiracy.
Okay, here we go. All right, the next one is just flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
It's F tier.
You say F?
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost want to put it in S tier, but there's only two places this could go: F tier or S tier. And
It's
honestly,
too stupid for S tier.
it's just been getting annoying.
Real.
Okay.
The fact that like so many celebrities believe it too is crazy. Like B.O.B.
I know it's
Bob.
Oh, I forgot Bob believes
Can
in
you
flat
pretend
Earth.
that airplanes?
That's a System of a Down song also.
No, that's BYOB.
Oh.
That's Biob. Okay, Conley, get the next theory.
Fluoride, right? Yeah. Fluoride was discovered to be helpful in strengthening teeth a while ago, but some people believe fluoride is actually a mind control plot put in place by the government. This is just fluoride as a whole.
Yeah.
I added my own little thoughts and opinions when I was writing down the research for these, and for this one, I just put the eye roll emoji in parentheses.
I mean, I don't know the science behind it, but I don't think fluoride is really like making your brain bad. I don't know. It might be. It might be our generation's lead. I don't know. But, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in D tier, just because like it might have some merit to it, but I don't think so.
All right. Now this one's kind of in a similar vein to like some of the things Epstein did, but this is Franklin Credit Union. In 1988, state and federal authorities began looking into allegations that prominent Nebraska citizens and high-level U.S. politicians were involved in a child prostitution ring. Alleged abuse victims were interviewed who claimed that children in the foster care system would be flown to the East Coast to be sexually abused. These accusations were primarily alleged against Lawrence E. King Jr., who ran the now-defunct Franklin Community Federal Credit Union in Omaha, Nebraska. It is theorized that King hosted lavish parties at which minors would be sexually abused.
Never heard of this one. It sounds interesting. Is there any relation between... This is so dumb. Is there any relation between the dude who runs the Franklin Credit Union and the Martin Luther King man?
I did not look into that, but I don't believe so.
Okay, because if there is, that would give like the conspiracy theory like a whole new light. But
Well, here, why don't we just Google it?
yeah,
Yeah,
Google it real
hey,
fast.
we have phones.
Yeah, right.
We have technology.
We live in the internet age.
Wait a minute.
We can do more research on the fly if we need to. This is innovation, folks.
Yeah.
You won't get this experience anywhere else.
OMG.
All right, let's see.
LMK. That means let me know. Junior.
Let me know, Junior.
Junior.
Let's see.
You find anything?
Not yet.
Just look on Wikipedia, Conley. Takes 5 seconds.
The Wikipedia page didn't say who the guy was.
Oh. Well, maybe he doesn't exist. Maybe this is like a made-up conspiracy.
This is
theory.
taking a while. Let's just move on.
You know what? Just it's.
Facts don't matter.
I'll put it in B, just because it's like it's an interesting little conspiracy theory. Kind of sad one too.
Yeah. There is a tonal shift between some of these and other ones.
Yeah.
Because some of them are just flat Earth, and other ones are just about child abuse.
Yeah.
All right. Operation Gladio and Gladio B. Operation Gladio was the code name for the stay-behind ops of armed resistance organized in the Western Union and subsequently NATO. Alleged by several Western European researchers, the operation involved the use of assassination, psychological warfare, and false flag operations to delegitimize left-wing parties in WU countries, and supported anti-communist militias and right-wing terrorists. Torture against possible communists is also alleged.
Probably. I'll put it in A tier.
This is one of the ones that's like, yeah, that wouldn't be surprising.
It's like
Yeah, they do that.
government agency does bad thing to people that they don't like. Wow.
All right, Conley, I'll let you handle this one too.
Oh man, you just want the one after this. All right, Great Ice Ball Earth Theory. Essentially, this is just the theory that during the multiple ice ages, it's possible that at one point the entire Earth was covered in sheets of ice from pole to pole.
That's boring as fuck. I'm putting that in like F tier.
F tier.
It's
Okay.
like when it was cold, the world could have been ice.
Okay, this next one is called Grays Equal Dolphins.
Okay.
And I researched this for probably almost an hour, and I could not find shit.
Oh no.
Could not find jack shit. I believe by grays they're referring to like the aliens with like gray skin and big black eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could not find anything relating them to dolphins, so I have no fucking idea what this one's about.
I guess it's just like an evolution thing. Like we evolved from what was it called? Telekinesis, whatever the little
Oh,
fish.
yeah.
I can't remember the actual name of it, but the little green fish, we evolved from them. Maybe gray aliens evolved from dolphins. I'll put that in S tier. That's hilarious. To think about.
And the next one is another Greys one. It's Greys equal future humans.
Oh my god.
Greys are actually time-traveling humans from the future. Little gray aliens.
Sure.
Sure. You believe that?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen a gray before. I'll put it in like B tier. It's funny, but it's not like the most funny or the least like interesting or anything like that.
All right.
So,
Willard, have you heard of the HARP facility in Alaska?
nope.
Okay. The HARP, High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, was a controversial research facility located in Alaska conducted by the U.S. military.
Mm-hmm.
Some believe the facility was utilized to control the climate and generate natural disasters, etc. I believe some people also try to connect this to the chemtrails theory.
Well, seeing as I put that one in, where did I put that one? B tier, C tier, B tier. I put it in B tier. I'll just go ahead and put that one in B tier as well.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Yeah. Start going.
What? Oh,
Read the next one, Conley.
Hollow Earth. Self-explanatory.
It's
Do you
just
believe
Hollow
in
Earth.
Hollow Earth, Will?
I don't Hollow Earth. Okay, I'll put it in S tier, but I don't believe in it like one slight bit. I just think the idea of like the Earth being hollow and there being like mole people and like
Yeah.
like there being an entry to Hollow Earth in Antarctica because like no one's allowed in Antarctica except for scientists. So what do they have there? I don't think it's mole people. I'll put it in S tier. Yeah.
All right, next we've got the human manatee connection.
Okay.
I couldn't find much on this one. For the most part, it looks like there may be some genetic ties between manatees and humans, but do not quote me on that.
Okay.
I'm no scientist. I also found that sailors of old may have mistaken manatees for mermaids, sirens, or selkies.
Yeah.
If not either of those, I'm not sure what this one's supposed to be about.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just the name, manatee.
Human.
Humanity. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
We're revealing.
Holy shit,
all
humanity.
Oh yeah.
Humanity.
Oh my
Humanity.
God.
Anyways,
We figured it out, guys.
Christopher Columbus fucked a manatee, and I think that's hilarious.
Did he?
Yeah, you put it. It's like a big like I don't even think it's a theory. I think it's just a story. There's written in Christopher Columbus's journal is like a story about how he like had sex with the most beautiful mermaid that anyone had ever seen, and I'm pretty sure confirmed that it was just a manatee.
I wonder
That's
how these
fucking
fucking
insane.
like these old ye olde people are like, oh yeah. They can bring themselves to describe a manatee as the most beautiful thing they've ever seen.
Like if you listen to like stories about mermaids and sirens, how do you get a manatee messed up with it? It looks like a disease, dude.
A manatee does not look
Like
like
if
a
I
mermaid.
saw a manatee, I'd be like, oh wow, that's a really fucked up mermaid.
It's like-
I don't want to have sex
They're
with that.
fat, dumb, and slow, dude. And they're-
Like, you guys know that copy pasta about dolphins and humans and compatibility?
yes, yes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
I
and
won't
put it
go
in-
further than that.
I'll put it in F tier just because it's funny, but we don't have a lot of information about it.
All right, the next one is Illuminati (parentheses bad guys). This is self-explanatory. You know
It's
what the
just bad
Illuminati is.
Illuminati.
Everyone knows what the Illuminati is.
Yeah.
It brought my childhood many a nightmare. So
Many a
I'm
dank
gonna
meme.
put it in S tier and many a dank meme.
Yeah.
Many an hour watch. Like
Okay.
like was this celebrity in the Illuminati? It's like
All right.
kept me up from days.
Up next, we have Illuminati (parentheses good guys). I think this one is referring to the Bavarian Illuminati, which was an Enlightenment era secret society founded in Bavaria, which is part of Germany now.
Right.
Their stated goals were to oppose superstition, religious influence over public life, and abuses of state power. It could also be referring to Freemasons, which is a fraternal order which brings men together to gain friendship and opportunity for advancement and community progress.
My great grandpa was a Freemason actually. Which is,
That's very
yeah,
cool.
it's very cool. We have like a lot of like Freemason memorabilia in my house. Yeah, I think the theory might be like more related to how like the Illuminati was founded back then and disbanded around like the 1800s, but like never really disbanded. It's not really a conspiracy theory though. I'll put it in C tier just because it's interesting. Like it's an interesting like secret society, but it's also, I mean,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
This next one's real funny. I'll let
It's
Conley
the
handle this one.
it's the Iraqi Stargate.
Okay.
It was a theory, a fairly niche theory that claimed the U.S. invaded Iraq to prevent Saddam Hussein from activating a ancient alien portal located near the country's capital. Some people also claim that the portal was built by the Anunnaki, which we covered previously.
S tier. That's
S
that's awesome. I love that. I'm actually just gonna choose to believe that.
I think that's awesome. Yeah.
that's real now. If you guys, if you didn't believe in any conspiracy theory before, you need to believe in this one because it's the best one.
And it
Yeah.
also makes America seem less bad about going into Iraq and all the Middle Eastern countries.
What if they were nice aliens, though?
Yeah, well, that's true, but
That's
I
true.
mean,
Well, if
All
it was the
alien.
Anunnaki, maybe they're not nice.
Oh,
aliens.
yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right. The next one is JFK was assassinated by the CIA.
yeah, S tier. That's true.
That's true.
That's just real.
Oh wait.
Oh,
this is in the wrong order. Hold on. CIA. You said S tier. Okay.
Yeah. This next one I'm actually a really big fan of because I learned about it previously from my brother who told me. It was that the JFK assassination was an accident. Basically, it's a conspiracy theory that states Lee Harvey Oswald's bullet missed, and when they went to turn around to shoot him back,
The Secret Service.
the Secret Service turned around to shoot him back. A new member of the CIA accidentally blammed Kennedy straight in the head and killed him.
That's awesome. That's another S tier. That's so funny. Could you imagine it's your first day on the job and you kill the fucking
Kill the
president?
president of the United States.
But yeah, that's one of my personal favorite conspiracies of all time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Most of what I see about that one too is like the CIA made themselves look shady on purpose because they'd rather have you believe they'd kill the president than like they could fuck up that bad.
Yeah.
All right, Landon, if you want to do the next one. The next one's really good as well.
The next one we have got John Titor. John Titor, aka Time Travel Zero, were pseudonyms used by an individual on forums between 2000 and 2001, claiming to be an American military time traveler from 2036.
Yes.
Post from this person. Oh no, it's back. Posts from this person discussed aspects of time travel and calamitous future events, including a global nuclear war. The inaccuracy and inconsistencies in their stories and explanations led most to dismiss the individual. An investigation in 2009 suggested that the whole thing was a hoax created by a Floridian entertainment lawyer, Larry Haber, and his brother John Rick Haber, a computer scientist.
What the fuck is a Floridian entertainment lawyer?
I have no idea, though these claims have never been verified.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a little moment on the internet. I've watched like many a video about this, like both videos that completely ignore the fact that it was like essentially debunked, and also videos that like are just debunking the John Titor like thing. It's F tier because it's funny, but it's like it's also just like it's I think it's one of the only conspiracy theories on this list that is like debunkable 100%.
Okay.
So just F tier.
The next one is Justin Trudeau equals Fidel Castro's son. After the suicide of Castro's son, Fidelito, it was reported on several sites that he left a note claiming Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was his half-brother. The Canadian government denied these claims. Cuba at large has never claimed it, and Trudeau's parents never visited Cuba until several years after Justin was born.
Yeah, I've heard this one. It's S tier. It's hilarious. And also, you would be shocked at how many like Southern grandmothers and grandfathers believe that. Like they take that as fact.
Are you talking about personal experience here?
Yes.
Can you imagine having a Thanksgiving dinner and your dear old grandpa starts going off about Justin Trudeau being Fidel Castro's son?
It happens a lot more often than I'd like to admit.
All right, Landon, you do this next one because I have
Okay.
no fucking clue what it means.
The next one, Kroll did 9/11. Yeah, I couldn't find much on this one. From what I can infer, it's talking about Jules B. Kroll, an American businessman who owns or owned several corporate investigation companies. And I think he's alleged to have done 9/11.
Why? but why would he do 9/11?
There's not much I can tell you.
Okay.
I'm sure a much better researcher and I could tell you more facts than I can, but I am not him.
It's got to be F tier because why are we just claiming this random like private investigator did a national tragedy?
9/11.
He did 9/11. Landon, if you want to do this next one as well.
All right, I got this one. This one is about Lemuria. In a similar vein as Atlantis was a proposed continent in 1864, theorized to have sunk beneath the Indian Ocean, and was later appropriated by occultists in supposed accounts of human origins. And this kind of reminds me of Zealandia, which was discovered late last year, and consists of a group of islands similar to New Zealand.
Right.
Yeah.
It's A tier. I mean, it's not S tier, but it is pretty like. It's interesting.
Okay, fair enough. Any other thoughts?
No.
Okay. Next up is a classic. It's the Mandela Effect. This one is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I figured you knew what the Mandela Effect was, but for people at home, we have a couple examples.
If you've never heard of the Mandela Effect, here's some examples.
Basically, Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 80s versus actually dying in 2013.
That's dumb.
Looney Tunes, spelled Toons, versus Tunes, Tunes.
Tunes, Tunes, is actually the correct spelling.
Yeah.
Berenstain versus Berenstein Bears. And Luke, I Am Your Father versus No, I Am Your Father.
Yeah. It's a fun conspiracy theory. It's one that I think about a lot. Where I'm like I've misplaced something in my house, and I'm like, that damn Nelson Mandela. But no, it's a fun little conspiracy theory. A lot of it is just people not willing to admit that they don't remember things quite as well as they want to.
I think that's the major, like, I think that's what it really is.
Yeah.
But have you heard some of the explanations that people have come up with?
No, I don't think so.
There are some people that say that they have been at some point like transported to another Earth and taken the place of the person who was previously there, like their counterpart. And on that Earth, the thing they're misremembering is actually just what happened on their Earth. But yeah.
Okay, now that you say that, I have heard that where it's like people think that universes are like crossing and like residue from other universes stays or whatever. But yeah, it's an S tier because it's like it's fun to like say like, oh yeah, this is Mandela effect and not me being dumb.
Right.
Not me just forgetting.
Yeah.
Right. I will handle this next one.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Because this one is really weird. Martian Garden of Eden.
Okay.
The only singular thing I could find about this one came from a website called navychristian.org. And it was a post claiming that traces of water found on Mars added to evidence from the Bible that the Garden of Eden was on Mars. And given that the poster named no specific passages other than verses and quotes vaguely relating to dust, and I'm not reading the whole Bible to look for more evidence, I'm going to leave this one here.
Well, Garden of Eden conspiracy theories are like not like new or like unique because people are just like, well, I think the Garden of Eden was in Missouri, and people are like, maybe, but I don't know,
like Jackson County, right? That's Mormons.
Yeah, Jackson County is Mormons. Yeah, I mean, it's more of the more fun one. It's one of the more fun ones because it's like, oh, it's on another planet. But also, why would God put the Garden of Eden on Mars? I'll give it a B tier. It's a fun little idea.
All right, let's see what's next. Martian slave colonies.
Okay. This one's real funny.
Okay. This is a theory proposed by one singular nut job that went on Alex Jones's show, claiming that, quote, "We actually believe that there is a colony on Mars that is populated by children who were kidnapped and sent into space on a 20-year ride, so that once they get to Mars, they have no alternative but to be slaves to the Mars colony."
Yeah, that's true.
I believe that.
I like the fact that you prefaced it by saying, like, one nut job on Alex Jones.
I'd like to mention that I don't know why he thinks it'd be a 20-year ride, because I think it only takes 8 or 9 months for rovers to get there.
Yeah. That's hilarious, though. I love that. That's an S tier.
Okay. Now, up next, we have got the McMartin preschool tunnels, and this was a big thing in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
The McMartin preschool trial was a daycare sexual abuse case in the 1980s. Members of the McMartin family who operated the preschool were charged with hundreds of acts of sexual abuse of children in their care. Trials ran from 1987 to 1990 and resulted in no convictions, and all charges were dropped. Children who attended the preschool were interviewed, but the interviewing techniques were suggestive and possibly led the children to pretend or speculate about the supposed events. The specific theory states that there were tunnels underneath the preschool used by staff to abuse children in secret, but no evidence of these tunnels was ever found. And I think it's worth mentioning that I believe the investigation was fueled by the satanic panic that had been occurring around the time period. And while I, of course, don't have all the facts to whether or not the alleged abuse had happened or not, from what I can find, it seems most allegations in this case were baseless and relied on the word of terrified, biased Christian parents and children who were misled into making up information.
Fucking whiplash, huh? All right.
Right? Get used to it.
Well, I mean, I don't think I know enough about the conspiracy theory to say it's, like, true or false, but I guess the idea of it is, like, it's just one of those, like very, very shocking, like, oh, this place is actually a harbor for pedophiles to sexually abuse children. I guess I'll put it in F, just because it's the 80s, and people in the 80s were, like, very quick to call things that they weren't.
Yeah.
but I don't know.
All right, I want to read this next one because I'm probably going to be as dumbfounded by it as Willard will be.
This next one is my favorite one, and I really liked researching it.
Okay, this is the Memphis Rap Sigils. I love that face. Spawning from the horrorcore style and darker-leaning lyrics from Memphis rappers in the 90s, such as the Ghetto Boys, it seems the legend of the Memphis Rap Sigils emerged from 4chan/X archives, which resulted in the idea that there are 8 tapes from various 90s Memphis rappers which have captured the supposed soul energy of murdered people. These 8 tapes are listed as 10 Wanted Men's Wanted, Dead or Alive, Children of the Corn's The Single, Maniacs, The World of Psycho, Lil Ramsey's Going Undercover, HOH's Living in a Casket, NOD's Gentlemen of Destruction. I can't say that word. You know what it is. Mr. Tinnaman's Last Man Standing, and Psycho's Return of the Psycho.
It's just Psycho, not Return of the Psycho.
Return of Psycho. Return of Psycho. Same with the Pixies. All right, anyway. Music with the kind of energy that these have can understandably be thought to have some sort of dark presence. But it's still soul energy trapped in a mixtape.
That is so funny.
Right?
It's one of those conspiracy theories that, like, takes something that people either don't really understand or feel uncomfortable by, like horrorcore and Memphis rap, which is like pretty like famously, like it makes you uncomfortable. Like the lyrics are like murderous in a different way than like rap.
Because they're vivid. They're descriptive.
It's vivid, descriptive. It's like scary. It makes
and the production and the atmosphere of the songs are usually very grainy.
Right.
They're usually
And it just takes that, and it's like, well, actually, there's dead people in the CDs.
They sound scary because people are dead and inside of them. It's not because people like this kind of music.
It's like that. It's just a new version of like Satanic Panic or like oh, I think Ozzy Osbourne is the Antichrist. It's just one of those conspiracy theories. And for that, I'm gonna give it S because it's fucking hilarious.
I think it's kind of like almost a cooler version of like what Bloody Mary is.
Yeah,
it's just ghost stories that people tell on the internet.
Right. It's a creepypasta again.
All right, Landon. I need some time after that. You do these next few.
Okay. The next one we've got is Men in Black. It's basically just if Men in Black were real and evil.
Yeah. The Men in Black is like a conspiracy theory that like is very interesting because it bleeds off into other conspiracy theories and internet stories and stuff.
It does. I see more like other conspiracy theories involve Men in Black than I do just about them themselves.
Right. Yeah. Like I remember Men in Black. The one that comes to mind immediately when I like say Men in Black is like the Polybius like creepypasta.
Oh right.
Yeah, like the Men in Black
I've heard
came
what
in
you're
and
talking
like
about,
yeah. It's like a funky little reoccurring character in a lot of like conspiracy theories and
and actually we won't get to it in this episode since we have a cutoff, but I believe Polybius is on this list.
Yeah, well that's fake. Confirmed fake. I'll put it in A tier just because like it's not a conspiracy theory in itself that like I know a lot of, but I do know that like it's a reoccurring character in a lot of really famous conspiracy theories. Like I think the JFK assassination has a mention of. Or the CIA killed JFK as a mention of the Men in Black at some point, too.
Yeah. Conley, I'll let you take this next one because it's short and the one after is pretty long.
Okay, military aircraft UFOs. Pretty self-explanatory. All UFOs are actually cutting-edge military technology.
That would make sense. I mean, honestly, yeah. I'll put it in, like, B tier because it's a very simple conspiracy theory, but it's one that holds merit.
God damn it. Go in B. There we go. Okay. All right, the next one we've got on the docket, MK Ultra. Project MK Ultra was an illegal human experimentation program enacted by the CIA beginning in 1953 and halting in 1973. The hope for the program was that confessions could be forced out of weakened POWs and etc. through use of drugs, brainwashing, and or physical torture. Such methods include high doses of psychoactives like LSD, torture methods like electroshock, and verbal and sexual abuse, and brainwashing or psychological warfare like hypnosis, sensory deprivation, and isolation. To be honest, I'm not really sure why this one's on here because I'm pretty sure this one it just happened.
It did happen, but the whole thing about MK Ultra is that it's like one of the most like popular conspiracy theories because it started out as conspiracy theory and then was proven true later. So I'll put it in S tier just because it's like I think it's probably one of the only conspiracy theories that has been proven true on the tier list, at least so far. So that's cool.
All right. And now we've got the last one for the episode. Conley, want me to handle this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
We've got the Montauk Project. Rumors and stories about the Montauk Project have been around since the early 80s. The idea is that there was a series of U.S. government projects conducted at Montauk Air Force Station or Camp Hero in Montauk, New York. The purpose of the project was to develop psychological warfare techniques and more exotic research like time travel.
A tier. That's a fun little idea, I guess.
All right.
Just a nice little bow to wrap up our episode on.
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys have any closing thoughts?
I believe all of these conspiracy theories.
I'm a big
100%.
fan of that Memphis rap one.
That's my favorite one so far.
If anything was put in S, F, or B or A, I believe in it, but C or D, I don't really believe in them. So I believe in every conspiracy theory that has been said so far. In fact, also I have a conspiracy theory of my own that I want to mention.
Oh my god.
Let's hear it. Okay, I have an idea. We can't add it to the tier list, but we'll say it out loud. Me and Conley will rank your conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, this is not a conspiracy theory that I made. It's a conspiracy theory that is popular in the wrestling community, actually.
Oh.
There was a wrestler named Chris Benoit. He got really bad CTE, and he killed his himself. Well, not in this order, but he killed himself, his wife, and his kid. Obviously, not in that. You can't do it. Anyways, over the span of 2 days. But people like to think that it is actually. I don't believe this one, but it is like people think that Chris Benoit didn't actually kill his wife and kid. It was a wrestling promoter named Kevin Sullivan who people think had a affair with Nancy Benoit, and then once Nancy ended that affair, he got really mad and killed all of them.
Interesting. You see, the thing about any wrestling conspiracy theory ever like that is that all you have to do is make it true is say that Vince McMahon did it, and then it's
That's
immediate.
probably true. Yeah.
Overall, I would give that a B tier.
B tier.
I think
I'll
that's a
agree
B
with
tier
Conley's
conspiracy.
B tier. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
This
All right.
has been the
Egg.
Head.
Pod.
Cast.
Egg.
Egg.
Head.
Head.
podcast. And
Egghead.
we will see you. There's OBS. We will see you.
Drink cyanide.